how to sell high-ticket products, programs, services successfully when you understand these principles. Today, we're going to claim our car, and I'm just going to show you how a simple process as claiming our car is actually the answer to selling high-ticket successfully online. So what has the parking valet have to do with selling high-ticket? Well, here's the deal. What if I told you that whether you want to sell a high-ticket service, a product, a program, whether you want to have a done for you, whether you want to have consulting, it all comes down to understanding the destination you are bringing your customer and the result that you want to generate for them. So if you think about something as simple as parking, what is the result? The result is literally just a spot to park so that you can arrive at the destination. And the two main options, what are they? There's the valet, which I believe in comparison to a normal parking, which is what we're doing right now to illustrate to you the difference. The difference is probably, I don't know what the difference is in pricing, but I'm guessing based on what I paid just now, probably a 5x difference, right? So the difference in pricing is about 5 times, which is compared to the normal ticket. But what is the end result? The end result is really still the same thing. It's still having a piece of parking. So what if selling online high ticket is really understanding the differentiation where the results could be similar, but what is different is how fast or how convenient or the experience that you're able to bring your customers through in order to separate and differentiate your price points. And that is what today's video is all about. Today's video is all about how do you have 3 differentiators, and you're going to realize that it's going to be a coaching call where my students who paid a lot of money to be there, I'm going to do a deep dive to show you if you are selling something that is high ticket, if you want to have something that's done for you, if you want to sell consulting, if you have an agency, what are the different elements that you need in order to successfully sell it? And yes, did I just pay for valet parking and then literally just move it into a normal parking right after just so that I can shoot you this video? Yes, I did. And I hope you enjoyed this video. You're gonna see behind the scenes to how you can do it as well and doing it successfully as long as you understand these principles. Let's begin with Sherman today. Sherman, could you start off by explaining to us the usual, what it is that you do, who you serve, the result you help them generate, and what do you feel will help you get unstuck today?
I help business owners and entrepreneurs level up their own business so that they can actually be the actual CEO with paid advertisement and sales processes.
Perfect. Is there something that you feel you're stuck that will help you get unstuck? Is there a specific thing that you would like to work on today?
Yeah, I realized I've been doing webinars for like 20 plus times since April, and I realized that it's been taking up a lot of my time. So just recently in July, I shifted to more of like a survey to application because I feel that it might actually save me more time. But then I realized that once I shifted to do that, the quality of leads I have gotten has really dipped. And although I'm getting way more calls and way more clients recently, I feel that it's quite a hard sell. Like I find a need to keep discounting my services to them, which I didn't like it.
Okay, great question. I'm going to walk you through some of the things that I'm looking at based on a submission, and I'm going to show you, like all of you, how this is applicable. Now, for those of you who have the intention to do high ticket, this is the funnel that has been working really, really well for us. And in fact, even some of you might have experienced or seen a slice of it because that is how you got onto this program. But how we sell all of our virtual events, our agency, our high ticket, our done for you, our legacy mastermind, all of our high ticket is based on an application funnel. If you have any type of high ticket, so for me a high ticket is anywhere between 5,000, it could be 2,500 as well, depends on your nature of your business. The way you customize this application funnel is what happens before and what happens after. Okay, now what is this application funnel for? It is great if you want to have some sort of done for you, if you want to sell some sort of service, some sort of consulting, some sort of live event, it could be a mastermind. Now, in order to sell this and have people apply, if you are like Sherman and you want to have higher quality leads, then all you need to do is you want to tweak what happens before. Now, having higher quality leads by sacrificing quantity is a decision that would be subjective depending on where you're at in business. If you're starting out, chances are you want to have more leads first so that you have more to work with. And as you get more sales and you can't handle the fulfillment, that's when you want to cut down on the leads and make sure that they're higher quality. Now, how do you have a filtering process and how do you actually disqualify people so that you have a specific level of quality? Now, I'm going to walk you through how do you actually disqualify and filter, but I want to make sure that I am serving and answering what Sherman wants to know first, okay? So let's take a look at some of the things that Sherman mentioned here. And I know exactly how you feel because I focused heavily on an agency model 8 years ago. And just very similar to you, I want to close every single lead and I would try to get my team to do whatever it takes to close the lead. Now, one thing that I realized is that customization, especially for an agency model, will kill you in terms of scaling. It's really hard to create a customized package for every single person that comes in. Now, when you say 5 to 10,000, is this because you're listening to their requirements and therefore you quote them based on what their requirements are?
Yes, correct. What I don't really quote over the phone or over a Zoom call. What I do is that I take down all of what they have, the problems that they have, and actually come with a customized solution for them. That's why it's about 5 to 10,000.
Okay.
Depending on how complicated it is.
In fact, how many of you here, you're like that? If you were to think about hiring someone and if they had 3 packages, how many of you here like to take the most expensive package? So just ask yourself, if you are like that, what makes you think that your audience that you are catering to, there isn't people out there like that as well? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to completely eliminate any type of custom work, custom quotes, because that is going to be the killer to scaling. So the moment you try to customize anything, it creates confusion, not just for you, but for your team, as well as for your audiences. And write this down, guys. A confused mind never buys. So the moment a person is thinking about which package is best for me, it means that's confusion. However, there is only one exception to this rule, to show them that ultimately, this is going to get you the end result. And the end result is whatever it might be. And now you can either do it yourself, done with you and done for you. What this really is, it is following this framework. Okay, so notice that I am now also having a $41,000 high ticket agency offer. But a person is very much indoctrinated into this process in understanding how this thing works. So back to your example, Sherman, is based on this, what I'm going to ask you to think about, and by the way, when I'm speaking to Sherman, I'm speaking to all of you. I'm asking you to think about, is there a result that your audience wants to generate? So in order to help you get clarity on this, which will probably help all of you get clarity as well, Sherman, then what is the difference between somebody that pays you 5,000 and 10,000?
Exactly. Sometimes, like what you said previously, like sometimes I'm confused as well too, and my team as well. Like, oh, is it we supposed to do this for this person or not? Then we get confused as well. So I spend a lot of time really clarifying with my team as well. So that's another area that's the problem. Why I also wanted to have the call is also to get clarity, because I looked at your funnel and I also realized that how you structure it, that is based on one end result. So the difference I would say would be based on what are their requirements. Sometimes what they ask is like more systems, more customization. For example, if they were to do like a product funnel, there will be more moving parts. So I would definitely charge them higher. But if they're doing a webinar, then I could just duplicate my entire process for them. So it'll be much easier and I can get an ROI for them quicker.
Okay.
So that is the main difference.
I always say this. I say when it comes to one of the pillars of business, the pillars of business is delivery. And delivering also, what delivery is in order for you to fulfill this client, how hard is it for you to fulfill that order? And for those of you, as you are starting to see this framework here, ask yourself, how can you implement this? Who are the kind of people? Are they in a specific industry? Do they want to have a special skill set? Is there a certain deliverable that they want that makes them ideal because it's easy for you? And if you did it, you could do it with your eyes closed while you're sleeping, while eating grapes and chicken nuggets, and you can easily deliver it for them, and yet at the same time it would mean high ROI for them. So what I want to be able to help you, the deliverable for you as well as everyone here is on, okay, so clarity is good, and here's the way we are going to take this to the next level. Now I'm going to write this down, and you're going to decide, when I say you, I mean like all of you, you're going to decide which one you want to use. First one is if you want to mention price. Now for me, I always want to mention price. It is because I know that mentioning price is going to get me less leads but higher quality. So imagine you are now talking about the importance of ads and branding and having a sales process. So at the end of this webinar, you'll say, so hopefully you found value and why is so crucial during a time like this that you have an online sales process with ads that actually convert. So now that you've got this skill set, you can either go do it yourself, or if you would like to work together with my agency, what we'd love to do with you is to get you on a strategy call to show you exactly if we are a good fit to work with each other. Now here's the thing that I'm going to disqualify. Here's the thing. Working with us is not for everyone. Why? First of all, number one, we are not cheap. We do not compete based on price, and the truth is there's a lot more other people out there that's cheaper than us. But if you want to work with one of the best people that is specialized in this, because that's all we do, then what we want to do is to get on a strategy call. And by the way, this is not a sales call. What we're going to be doing on this call is I'm going to walk you through what it is that can take. I'm going to give you a customized game plan that can help you move forward. And then if you choose to, you can work together with us because we've got different packages that could be done with you as well as a mixture of a done for you. Notice I didn't say the specifics, but at least I said we're not cheap. And if you're looking for cheap, there's a lot of people out there doing it cheaper. I could also say you're probably wondering what your investment is, and it really depends on what it is that you want. We start from 5,000 ranging all the way to 50,000. So the next thing you can do is you can give a range if you don't want to go into the specifics. If you only have one offer, you could say the price. Okay, so for example, when I sell Implementation Week, which is now $15,000, I tell people what the investment is straight up before they apply. Why? Because I don't want people applying, getting on a call saying, by the way, how much is this? You know, and then my team now, the burden is on them to close and justify why a $15,000 price point is of value. So what do I want to do? I want the sales process to do the heavy lifting, to do all of the selling. So what do? If I wanted to sell my $15,000 implementation week, so how I sell my $15,000 offer is same thing, application funnel. Now we have to put this on pause. Okay, so notice I've got a sales video. I'm telling them straight up it's 15,000, and now they're seeing this sales video, so they know exactly what it is they're gonna get. The offer, the little details, right? The little details will be like, oh, so what are we gonna be working on? Okay, the entire stack is over here. Now, if they wanted to get on a call, not with me, but with my team, they have to put a $1,000 deposit to get on a call. So notice what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut down the amount of calls that we get to increase the quality. If you guys want to see how we close, or rather my team assess and see if people are a good fit, some of you might have seen this. I want you to notice the choice of questions. Model it. First of all, I want to know what is their why. Why do you want to be accepted? So for you guys, if let's say you have a digital agency, would be, why are you looking to explore having a funnel built? Why are you looking to have your ads managed by Sherman? Okay, you want to know their why. So over here, Sherman, this is actually how
you decide also if they're in the right market, right? So like you said, a good ideal client is if somebody is doing e-commerce with a brand. So what if you actually set out your application form over here so that if they fill it out, you already know what market they're in, to give you a better clarity on whether if you want to even schedule a call with them. How committed are they? Now over here, what would your question be like? It would be like, how much are you looking to spend on ads per month? Now, if somebody says like $100, you know they're not the right fit. And there's going to be people like that, right? If somebody types in unlimited as long as it's profitable, then you know that they're the right client because they get it. If somebody types in 1,000, 2,000, you know that they don't really understand it just yet, and they're probably a newbie. And you got to decide if those type of newbies are who it is you want to serve. But this is how you further disqualify and make sure that the people you take on are easy for you to fulfill, so that it's a win for both parties. Okay, now so for me, you'll notice it's like I want to know what it is that they'll do the extra income. I want to know, why should I accept them? Now, why am I doing this? I'm also doing this so that if they end up here or on legacy or on implementation, I'm protecting the community, and I want to know what it is that they can contribute to the community. Now, sometimes people don't understand this, think that this is all some marketing ploy. It's not. It really is to see if a person is the good fit or not, because I don't want to work with nightmare clients. And we have turned away a lot of people that have, that wanted to do this, that fill up the form, great intentions, but just wasn't the right fit. Coming back to this, now after you do that, what I would recommend is on this webinar itself, you already mention what the offer is. Okay, so what if on this webinar, if you wanted to make it evergreen, you could make it so that you have like the DIY done with you and done for you, or whatever it is. Think about how can you make it so that it's so clear, so that you no longer take on customization. Before I continue, Sherman, anything you want to add or mention or say?
Pretty clear. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Okay, so moving forward, what do you think you're going to focus on? What do you think is going to be your core? Walk us through. Tell us, who do you think is your ideal audience? At what price point? Who are the people you work with where it was really easy, they weren't a pain, you close your eyes, you do it in your sleep, and it will still be profitable for them, and it doesn't stress you out at all. But I can tell you that a webinar funnel alone can take you to $1 million a year. An application funnel alone can take you to over $1 million a year. But when you start seeing what the big picture is, and you start merging all these things together, which is the value ladder, and you start stacking it together, the free plus shipping funnel, a webinar funnel, and a back-end high-ticket funnel, and a virtual event funnel, and a challenge funnel, this is how you scale.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below, and my team will be in touch with you.